mayors all across the country who are asking Senate leaders to reverse the reductions to SNAP and delay some costs for states, including Fayetteville Mayor Molly Ron, one of the 3 Arkansas mayors who signed the letter. Abner Sosa shows us why local organizations say they could not replace the federal assistance that families could lose.
Well, here at Samaritan Community Center, leaders say SNAP provides most of the food safety net for families in need. But when that support is reduced or disrupted, they say that's when people turn to places like this. But local food pantries say they can only stretch their resources so far.
The changes come from the One Big Beautiful Act signed into law last year. The law expanded work requirements, narrowed eligibility, and changed how SNAP is funded. Starting October 1st, Arkansas must cover 75% of the program's administrative costs, up from 50%. The Congressional Budget Office says the law will reduce federal SNAP spending by $211 billion through 2035.
I think there are a lot of misnomers and misconceptions and misunderstandings that SNAP families are people who are not working. These are working families. Often young children and the elderly are some of the biggest segments of our population that rely on these. And SNAP funds quite literally for many people mean the difference between having a meal at night or not.
At Samaritan Community Center in Rogers, Executive Director Debbie Rambo says the number of people seeking food assistance is already increasing by double digits each year.
We're seeing a lot of first-time visitors. People who've never come to our facility to get assistance with food are coming. On an average day, 10 to 15% of the people we serve are people who've never sought assistance from a food pantry before.
Rambo says a 2-week disruption in SNAP funding last year provided a warning of what could happen.
We saw a 150% increase over those 2 weeks in the number of people we served. And that's not something that we can continue on a long-term basis, and neither can other nonprofits.
The mayor's letter asks Congress to reverse the SNAP reductions, protect benefits and eligibility, and delay the cost shift to states. Ron says Fayetteville is holding a citywide food drive, but charitable efforts cannot replace SNAP. When asked about the argument that the changes are needed to reduce errors and control federal spending, Ron said,
I don't think that we should be talking about making sure that children are fed as a negotiable.
And Samaritan tells me that it's already working with donors and the Northwest Arkansas Food Bank to prepare for a possible increase in demand this fall. In Rogers, I'm Abner Sosa, 4029 News.